Welcome to ED 591 Spring 2015 course in Finance and Development. My name is Dr. Michael Murphy and I'll be your instructor for this semester. During the course of this semester, we will be looking in great detail at the financial operations of schools, both public schools as well as Catholic schools. Some people say, well, I really only teach in a Catholic school, so what really does it matter what the public schools do? What the public schools do is very important because in many cases, that's your competition. Catholic schools across this country are struggling. The main reason is their financial status. When you look at the schools that have closed in the United States over the last 10 to 15 years, they've all closed because of the inability of the school to operate a budget that is at least neutral. Now, during the course of the semester, we're going to be asking you to take a hard look at how schools are run. We're going to ask you to look at how public schools get their finances. We'll also look at how Catholic schools receive funding, not just tuition, but through other sources. We're going to be taking a look at salaries. We're going to be taking a look at benefits. We'll be taking a look at every part of a school operation. Now, for some of you, as you start this course, you're probably a little bit intimidated because you're afraid that we'll be doing spreadsheets every day, and maybe that's not your specialty. Well, number one, you don't need to be an expert in Excel, but you must understand the basics of Excel. If you don't, it's very simple to go online, and in Blackboard, I have some quick references that you can use to learn a little bit more about Excel. But as long as you know the basics of Excel, you'll be fine. You need to be able to read Excel, and you need to be able to read the financial statements from schools. We'll be asking you to take a look at your own particular school setting, both from the staffing standpoint, from an operational standpoint, and a budgetary standpoint. Now, I'll be asking you to go to your pastor or your principal and ask if you can have a copy of your school budget. Now, I will assure you that when you do this, you will be hit probably with some resistance. Most people are very concerned about budgets being given out. If that's the case, don't worry. In the course materials for this semester, I have included a budget from the school where I worked for 12 years, and you can use that as a basis for your operations. Again, welcome to the course. It will be challenging, but it is also imperative for you to be actively involved in the course. You'll be asked to do discussions. Now, most discussions have a value of 5 points. 5 points would be if you submitted at least 3 postings per week for the discussion. If you do just the bare minimum, it's 1. If you forget to post, it'll be a 0. But again, ask you to take a look at the syllabus. It outlines everything that we'll be covering during the course of the semester. It'll talk about the point values and the grading in terms of the discussions, in terms of written assignments, in terms of your final project. There is no final exam for this course. There is, however, a major project which will take you a few weeks to accomplish. You'll be given the time to do that. One of the most important things that I can tell you today is if you get confused, if you are concerned about a particular aspect of the course, or simply don't understand where we're going, please shoot me an email. Tell me when I can get in contact with you, and we can either talk on the phone, we can do it by email, or if you'd like, we can Skype or FaceTime, whichever is convenient for you. My job is to help you make sure that you understand the financial operations of schools as well as development. And development is the fundraising aspect that we, as Catholic, independent, or diocesan private schools, must do. We simply don't have the luxury of relying simply on our tuitions to make ends meet. But again, welcome to the course. Have any questions? Please let me know. I'm here to help you, not to throw up roadblocks, but I will challenge you to think differently about how your school is run. Thank you for listening, and look forward to seeing you and talking to you throughout the semester.